to unite so that they can have monarchical powers to show how great they were in history. We must rewrite the history. We must communicate in a new way again. We must prepare for a new future for Africa. But we cannot prepare that new future without preparing ourselves. That is why what these great interlocutors have done today must be commended. And don't see this gathering as small. On the 18th of January, the country was at a standstill. ECOWAS troops surrounded the country and were having the most sophisticated weapons. They were in control of the sky with fighter jets. Their naval vessels closed the waters. Minutes, seconds were being counted when the instruction will be given and the machinery will be put into operation and bombs will start flying. We didn't see on that day a group of people who claim that they belong to a particular tribal grouping coming out with banners to march to the State House, say we'll uproot the self-perpetuating ruler. We didn't see a group of people claiming to be a part of a political party marching with banners to the State House and they will uproot a self-perpetuating ruler. We didn't see a group of women or a group of men on the basis of gender marching to the State House and say they will uproot a self-perpetuating ruler. We saw no one in the street. Everybody went home. Those were others contemplating. No one knew what the next outcome was. What saved the country is the country. It's because of clarity to make what needed to happen. And because what needed to happen happened, the destiny of the nation was shaped. Individuals could change history. And that's how important you are. Here where you are sitting, each one of you could shape the history of humankind. And that's why you are a sovereign person. Gambia will not move forward, Africa will not move forward until each of you understand that we have moved from being subjects to become architects. And when we are becoming architects, we were not divided according to tribe, according to party. We are combined to be a people, to be a nation. Gambian nation, African nation. Today, whether you are Jola, Mandinka, Fula, Sarakule, Wolof, Aku, Mankai, Fula, any group, when you go to vote, nobody asks you your origin. What they're interested is that you have a voter's card. That is your power. That is your power as a citizen. It's a manifestation, an embodiment of your sovereign person, your sovereign citizenship. So our independence was meant to create a nation, not a divided people. It was meant to create a person with a national consciousness, to know that you are a Gambian, you are an African, so that you know your identity and know that you are equal to every human being on the face of the earth. And if you do not recognize that, then you are not fit to be a citizen of a sovereign republic. Nobody is fit to be the citizen of a sovereign republic if you do not recognize your sovereignty and your sovereign equality with all other human beings on the face of the earth. A person who is not conscious of his or her sovereignty will become a horse, a donkey, on whose back others will ride from your cradle to your grave. You will not be anything on the face of the earth. You will not deserve anything on the face of the earth. You will always be a beggar, a follower on the face of the earth. Our independence was meant to transform you from a subject into the owner of the country. And the lesson is precisely that, Mr. Chairman, today. That if this gathering is to have any meaning, each of these people who leave this gathering today must march out there with shoulders high, head lifted, to say, I am the sovereign owner of the Gambia, and nobody will ever subjugate me for the rest of my life. Do we agree? Yes. That I will search for knowledge to understand what I deserve, and I will understand my country to know what my country deserves. And I will study to understand my continent, to know what my continent deserves, and to understand my world. So that I will march farther afield, leaving this country to any other land, a dignified human being equal to every other human being on the face of the earth. They must leave this gathering today with that decision. So it is important, as we commemorate African Liberation Day, to know that Gambia has all the resources to eradicate our poverty. But how do we harness them? Must be answered by policy. And therefore those who lead bear the greatest responsibility in providing the solution to our problem. Somebody said we need strong institutions, not strong leaders. And again, many Africans started regurgitating that. But how can you have strong institutions without leaders with capacity? How can you have strong institutions without leaders with capacity? So of course, we need leaders with capacity. We need leaders with clarity in order to build the institutions that we deserve to ensure that our people live in liberty, dignity, and prosperity. So as Africa searches for that type of leadership, we the people must accelerate it by showing that we are not fools, that what we demand is democracy, the right to determine our destiny. What we demand is democracy, for people to seek our consent before they lead. And we will now try to create an architecture for leadership where we, the people, will become so conscious that nobody will fool us, that we will not follow anyone, but we will follow policies, we'll follow programs, we'll follow ideas that are capable of helping us to change our destiny. We must become new people to to have a new Africa, to have a new Gambia. Are you ready to be that new people? Yes. The future will decide. History will tell. Thank you.